Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Hold on, I just realized something else.
What?
This is an all-male banner.
What are you
Female.
talking
Sorry,
about?
all-female banner.
I mean, if we want to be technical here, it's
It's
six
okay, I'm just
females and
confused.
2 males.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because of the... What are they called again?
Uh,
I just
Look,
call them
look,
personas
people, I
because
can't
forget.
treat... Look, you can't tell me Mamori's a girl. She's wearing... I don't know what she's wearing. I can't even tell if she has fingers. Look at those little grubby hands.
They're called performers. I forgot for a second. They're called performers.
That's so lame.
Performers.
It's a little on the nose.
Wow. Nice play. Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. But look at those little grubby things. What are those? Those aren't fingers. Alright, anyways, but yeah, Mamori's not much to talk about. Mirage acts, res +3, defense res +6 to unit during combat, and foe cannot make a foul attack so long as you're 2 spaces within an ally. That is so good. That's actually better than, like, Legend Hector, because he actually needed to be within 2 spaces. Sorry, he needed, like, more allies than opponents within 2 spaces, right?
No, wait, I was wrong. It was Mirages. They're called Mirages. That's why.
Hector's Thunder
I got
Armad
my
is
stuff.
allies.
Sorry?
I got. My stuff
If there's
mixed up.
more allies within 2 spaces than enemies, then Hector gets Thunder Armads. So this is just strictly better.
This is strictly better because there's stats involved too. And I know it's not a DC, but like she's a true tank.
I mean, yeah, but he also is only standard DC. Ostian counter is on a different Hector.
Yep, that's okay. But that's the point, because between Shield Session... Now, my question with Shield Session is, unless I'm looking at this wrong, number of foes who have already acted.
Yep.
If you use that foe... Sorry, if you get attacked by the first enemy hero, does that
3.
not just count as 1 or 0?
It counts as 0, so it's a minimum value of 3.
Okay, so minimum value of 3?
So at the very least, it's just a bit worse than bracing stance.
Okay, so is it 6? If you are immediately attacked by enemy hero, is it defense res +6?
So if it's like if it's the very first enemy that attacks you, it's going to be 9. If it's the second enemy, it's 6, and if it's the third enemy, it's going to be 3. Fourth
Okay.
enemy is 3.
Because it's a number of foes who have already acted, minimum value of 3. So my assumption was it would at least be 3. So it would be 9 minus 3. That's what I thought.
So if one foe is already active, then it's -3. 2 foes minus
okay.
6.
Okay, I
That's
see.
it. So at its peak, it is better than any other stance we've ever had. Middle, it's just like bracing stance 3 without the added effect.
Yeah. Not better than any stance. I always say this is better than close defense, distant defense, because it's just both
Probably.
at once, and
Yeah, I mean, just don't let 3 foes act first. As long as there haven't been 3 foes, then you're fine.
You guys realize in actual combat, it's so easy to manipulate this, because AI prioritizes this. They go for buffs on heroes that are attacking. So if no one's buffing and it's just the hero that's attacking, that immediately counts as no enemy heroes. So therefore you get the full 9 defense and 9 res.
Yeah, so as long as you immediately take the aggro and don't have a bunch of buff bots going around, then you're fine.
Yeah, now if you're going up against buffing and then dancers, that will mess this up.
Yep.
Hold on.
So that's the main risk. What?
Does it count then? Because you can technically have, say Soth double rallies, Sothis or Sothis stuff.
I'm gonna guess that I know where you're going with this. You're gonna say that if somebody gets refreshed after already acting, does it count their action having already passed? I'm gonna guess no, and then it's gonna go by whoever's grayed out.
Okay, yeah, it should go by grayed out, and that would be a better clarification. Because, of course, dancing scenarios will mess that number up. Now, if it does count, it really sucks, because it really...
If it does count, then you just get danced. Suddenly, that goes down by 2.
Are these confirmed inheritable? Yes, Shield Session
Of course.
is inheritable.
Yeah.
The 3s. Why would they not be anyways? They're not that superb.
All right,
Well,
so-
it's the first time we get
Okay,
defense res up to 9 without any penalties.
As long as you're not going up against rally bots that actually do their thing, this can be an amazing initiator.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very least, it's just a little bit worse than bracing stance.
Hold on, if all your opponents act, then this is just nothing.
Well, it's still 3. It has no
Minimum.
choice.
Yeah, minimum value of 3.
So the
So at the very least, if she's within allies in the space, if she's within 2 spaces of an ally, she has 9 def res in the enemy phase.
okay. You know what? Even at defense res 3 minimum, it's better than Fortress defense res because you're sacrificing attack, and it's just for 2 extra defense and res.
an extra 6 defense res flat, no matter what phase.
That's
Plus,
honestly
it's
kind of
not a
better.
very risky penalty, and it's a better scoring skill. Not to mention it's your visible defenses, so you can use that for whatever.
Wait, visible defenses?
It adds visible defense,
you're
Fortress
right,
defense res,
you're right.
and also subtracts attack, so there's more to manipulate off Fort Def res. I still say that this is not better than that, but you could use it in an alternative.
This has a higher maximum, and usually with Fortress defense res, it's usually want it one way. You want them to be defensive. But you're right, if it's both phases, obviously Fortress defense res will be better.
Yeah, not to mention, -2 attack's not that bad.
Oh, somebody mentioned Ether Raid skills. Yeah, no, those skills. Have you guys even seen anyone use Ether Raid skills?
Aether Raid's defense, yes. Aether Raid's
I
offense,
use Ether
no.
Raid's defense skills, but not offense.
Like,
Offense, you have to basically be at the end of your match to use, right?
Yeah. Defense is actually kind of solid. Because,
Yeah.
you can at least cover some of your towers,
Okay.
making them unsnipeable, and you basically just get free stats. So it's not that bad.
Okay, for me, I'm about the only person I know that uses them. Because in all the battles I've played so far, I haven't seen it. Like, even heroes that are supposed to come with it, I haven't seen it.
I used it on Flora. I mean, you could use a visible res buff on Flora so that she does more with her Sacred Near, but
Yeah.
realistically, I think that her skill is amazing, as long as it's within the first couple turns, which is why I set it up so that Flora initiates as quickly as possible to get the most out of her buff.
Right. Fair enough. I mean, I do the same thing. All right. You guys want me? Okay. You guys want to talk about this really awkward thing? Mamori is like a midget. She's like 3 feet tall at most. But because Faye doesn't have different sized characters, she's like a 6-foot giant lolly.
I mean, she's not that short in the actual game. It's just that this artist is all about chipifying everything.
I don't care if it's she's clearly not supposed to be this big. You guys remember Hector and Lilna? And Lilna was just right behind him. Exact same size. It was the most creepy thing.
Here, I'll give you Mamori next to Drog in one of their promo arts.
Okay.
Might help you a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, all this stuff messes with me. Like, could you please just scale the characters?
I mean, to be fair, she's getting part of her height off of
There's actually something inaccurate here.
but
Her sprite in FEH, her axe is actually bigger.
Whoa. Whoa, her axe is ginormous.
Yeah, that's one inaccuracy. Her axe is actually like way bigger.
Yeah, no. That is... She has fingers. Yep. How off can they be about this art? Look, guys. She doesn't have fingers. There's no way. She's this 3 feet gremlin thing with no fingers. And she can jump, too. I don't even think she has kneecaps. They're just like...
Who are these girlies
merged.
and why does she have Varian as a stand?
Yeah, they're from Tokyo Mirage Sessions. They're called what again?
Mirages.
Performance.
No, I messed that up. It was Mirages.
Mirages.
Oh.
I was gonna say that
Performance
initially, but
what
that
again?
didn't. The energy that they use.
Oh.
I messed that up.
Right. I know that was something in there. I just couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, Mirages just didn't sound right to me for some reason, even though I was gonna say that initially.
Kind of like Performa better as just the actual whatever.
I gotta say, I really appreciate Tsubasa, especially in this game, because they actually made her a Lancer. It's so weird, but this feels like a more true rendition of Sheeta than Sheeta.
Hey, Sheeta finally got Wing Spear.
She got Wing Lance, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, by the way,
huh?
That Pegasus has a freaking jetpack, or booster.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the fuck.
Yeah, it's just like in the game. Yeah.
What, rockets in the Fire Emblem universe?
What's the point of even having two hooves? It's so weird looking.
Uh-huh.
I mean, have you seen the game?
I have seen. I have the game.
Extremely weird looking.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
I have. Okay.
it's not that weird. Like in context. It's not
In
that
context, it's not that weird. But if you're outside looking at it from if you're a big fan of SMT on Nintendo systems, like you played Strange Adventure, you play like what was the other one?
If you're an SMT fan on Nintendo system, you're like dying for SMT5, and you've kind of accepted the fact that you're never gonna get the news.
You know, guys, when Atlas was going bankrupt, I was hoping so badly Nintendo would just buy them. I was like, they already work with them. Why don't they just buy them? They didn't. Sega bought them, which was unfortunate because I thought that was a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh wait, not Strange Journey, right? Unless I forgot. I played that back
Strange
on...
Journey. On
I
the
played
DS.
that back on the DS, and I believe they remade it for the 3DS.
Something like that.
Oh fuck, we didn't talk about it. Alright, let's go back to her.
Oops.
I love how Tsubasa actually tells us she's 18. You guys gotta understand, once you come to the West, you gotta announce her age. You have
Fire
to.
Emblem never tells us ages.
Well, yeah, but like most games, they have to. It's like Elise. If she doesn't announce she's 18, oh boy, the lawsuits are coming. Well, she did announce she's
Japan has
18,
to change it.
but they had to change her age to 18, otherwise there'd be problems.
Yep. That's why genealogy does it best, because it tells us their ages sometimes.
Sometimes.
And it's actually a life lesson too. When people ask you how old you are, just tell them you're like, 100 or something.
Believable.
No, some of you
I'm
guys,
1,000 years old.
you guys messed up my YouTube data because in demographics, apparently some of you guys are 80 years old. And apparently I have like 2% of my viewers in their 60s. Like none of it makes sense because you guys put random numbers in.
Hey, Nims, you just said we can say whatever age we want. Okay. There's no problem saying we're actually like 2000.
Well, how old are you, IP Cool?
No comment.
I'm
I'm 0 years old. 0 years old, actually.
Yeah, 0 years old. You are absolutely my favorite fetus. But all right, for Sheeta now.
Wait a sec, that wouldn't actually work.
What? Why?
Because I wouldn't be a fetus by then. We're
If you're
saying
years old, you're a fetus.
0 would mean I don't exist.
No.
No.
You could technically be 0 years old, and you could literally be 359 days old and still be 0 years old.
Exactly. By the way,
I
that's
don't know about
just so you guys know. It takes like 9 months for a baby to come out, not a year. So Legion's talking about a baby that got stuck in her mother's womb.
No, I'm saying that you could be up to like 364 days old and you'd still not be a year old because it hasn't been a year since you were born.
Yeah, they only start counting once you come out of your mom. Come out of your mom. You can technically be like, you're not actually 1 year old. You know what I mean? You'd be like,
Yeah.
You could be like a underage baby that came out way too early and they had to develop you in the tube, and you'd be 1 year old. You would reach 1 year old, but you're technically older than the other baby because you came out earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
All right, we should actually talk about Tsubasa.
Okay, fetus. All right, Mirage Feather. This weapon is one of the craziest ones I've seen. I really appreciate what IS did. These heroes definitely feel new because the way their abilities work, they haven't done this before in Fae. So I like that much. Problem is, this gets a bit too ridiculous. So it's just like what original Sheeta was, double effectiveness, armored and cav foes. They added on top of that 3+3. They also added this ridiculousness. If unit initiates combat after an ally has already acted, grants attack speed +6 during combat, and unit can make a follow-up attack before foe can counterattack. Can we just agree like how ridiculous that is? That is so easy to trigger. You have 100% control over this. No matter what your opponent does, you can always end turn on a hero. So you literally cannot stop this.
Yep.
It's insane.
It's like, if you have a rally trap, done.
Yeah, if you have a rally trap, done. Like, you guys realize even your opponent, the AI, would use this if they just have a rally trap. What the heck? So basically the idea is reverse desperation if one of your heroes has already acted, and of course if you are faster than your opponent. But because the sword adds 9 speed by itself, there's no way you're not faster. On top of that, she has Blade Session, which is the same idea as Mamori's ACO, except it's plus instead of minus. So at all times, it's 3 extra speed. And 3 extra attack. And if you use that one ally and you end turn on them, it becomes 6 attack, 6 speed. And if you end turn on 2 allies, it's 9 attack, 9 speed. She can add 15 attack, 15 speed between the 2 abilities just by end turning on 2 heroes.
I think this is just
3.
FH now.
Yeah,
stat swings up to wazoo.
I know, but it's at least before there were restrictions. Now you just press end turn. What? Like, these are combat buffs. So you could, like, if you ran her of Eleanor or whatever, you just, like, rally attack speed plus 6. So you add 6 and 6. Turns ended, so she gets another attack speed plus 6. And then the Blade Session, if you end another turn, the Blade Session can add another 9. Like, if she just hits 50 attack base, she's adding, like, how much attack? It's insane.
It's an extra 15 right there. 15. Oh my.
Oops, music stops.
Oh.
But yeah, guys, like, I feel like she's one of the most busted heroes I've ever seen. It's just not fair.
Effectively, if, let's say in the context of a Fireball, even though Fireballs are kind of on the decline, let's say you use her on a Fireball, you have one flyer with Rally.
Yep.
And she effectively just becomes a Brave Lance.
Yep.
Pretty
With
much.
attack stat speed solo, and plus 3 speed, and effective against armor and cavalry.
And,
Yep.
and yeah.
Balanced unit, yeah.
No, this is I'm going to label her as better S, because that's just the reality. Of course, S is free, and it's easier for everyone to attain an S. But like in all practices, she has like, okay, S has a decent amount of res, and a pretty high attack. But Tsubasa should be able to, yeah.
We gotta see stats before we
gotta
Tsubasa's
see-
probably gonna have more attack, to be honest.
Yeah, we gotta see stats, but you realize even if she just somehow reaches 50 attack, she has 34 attack base, which would be on the lower side with how many heroes we got now. And you add Mirage Feather, so she reaches 50 base. She can hit 70, and not only just hit 70, but attack twice.
Yep.
Before
At the
your
very
opponent
least,
can
it's
attack.
56. So 56 attack. Est has 35 base, so that's 51 with her weapon, 54 with White Wing. So even at 34 attack, she's 2 attacks short of Tsubasa thanks to this attack speed plus 6 buff.
Yeah, and
The
of course,
the difference is
yeah.
And no cavalry effectiveness.
sorry. The difference is S can quad. That's about it.
yeah,
And
S-
S doesn't have to worry about where you fight or anything, so she
Yeah.
can get the double regardless.
true, but S needs heroes around her, which doesn't always
I
happen.
mean, if you're doing a fireball, that's pretty easy for quick ones, but this is also easier just in general.
Now, whenever you guys say that, I just fought a fireball the other day, and I let my Kranya tank the Est, because all I had to do was kill a hero, dance her, kill another hero, and now bait the Est in, and she couldn't double because there was no longer 2 flyers near her. Like, it's not guaranteed.
It's not.
Who has the paper? What the heck?
Oh, my bad. Shifting around something real quick.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just saying, Blade Session is the easiest thing to trigger. You literally just press end turn. Like, that is so free. And in Mirage Feather, again, just end turn. I'm basically okay with any other ability until this one. I feel like that's just you can't stop this at all.
Yep.
No matter what happens, a character will end turn.
Yep, as long as somebody ends their turn, which, I mean, you can actually screw up and not have that happen on your team, but as long as somebody ends their turn, oh boy.
Yeah, and you guys gotta realize, you can argue with me, like, say, attack speed push or whatever is better, but here's the thing. No matter what, it's attack speed plus 3. So even if you had, like, attack speed push 4, you're missing on 4 attack, 4 speed. Not such a big deal. So even if she's by herself, that's plus 3. Now if you end one turn, it's plus 6, and the only thing you had to do was end a turn. So now I guess attack speed push can be used defensively, and there's an argument for that, but you don't really want to use it defensively, so there's not much of an argument. Because if you take a hit, you basically lose it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When it comes to oh man, I lost my train of thought. What was it? I lost it.
Also can't be panicked. You're right. All of this is you can't panic her. Actually, if you panicked her with like a Versa or something and you got like -3 stats, it wouldn't even matter because she just overwhelmed it.
Yep.
Anyways, the rest of our kit is chill speed and home flyers. Let's just be clear, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that is the most simple kit I've ever seen outside of Blade Session, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They made her too good. Now, the craziest thing is, guys, Blade Session is inheritable, and you can do this on anybody else. And here's the thing.
It won't synergize, but yeah.
It won't synergize as well, but if you put it on like a Lincia or something, in most scenarios, it'd be almost the same. She would, of course, Tsubasa would have double effectiveness, hit harder, whatever, but in most scenarios, it would be almost the same thing.
The only thing is that you can't use this as like your lead vanguard unit to have everybody else come in on. You kind of have to let them be the one to finish everything up.
Right. Ideally, you run her with a dancer then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
as
again,
long as you're aware for that.
Right, but because again, it's at least attack speed plus 3. That's the crazy part. The minimum isn't even so low. You guys realize attack speed plus 3 with no activation?
That's not bad for just having the skill.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Fury without like the Fury knockback. But again, this doesn't work defensively, and you're not getting defense or res. But you don't get the knockback either. So I'm just saying, no matter what, it still does something, and it's not a bad amount.
It's still just a little bit worse than Swift's Arrow at the base.
Yeah, and at its maximum, it's 9, the highest value in the game. There's nothing higher. You can't reach 9.
Swift Sparrow 3 is as close as we got.
You basically get attack / speed solo if you just end turn with 1 unit. It's pretty good.
You're right though with the
Well, it's closer to a Swift Sparrow.
Yeah.
Close to Swift Sparrow.
Isn't Swift Sparrow 7 and 9 or something? I don't remember anymore.
I think
6 and 7. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I think
and
it's
7.
brazen attack speed's the highest at 9 and 9.
Oh, right. Sorry. No, this is better then.
Yeah, well, I mean, brazen attack speed, you take 20% damage. Now you have that universally, but yeah. I think this is going to be a very solid option for any player phase unit, just in general. Just as so long as you're aware that you can't have that be your vanguard unit, it has to be the unit that finishes everything.
Whatever, I'm just glad there's something else other than Swift Sparrow 3. By the way, guys, the reason why I don't remember Swift Sparrow 3, I don't have Swift Sparrow 3. I've tried for all the heroes that came out, which is funny because there's a handful of them at this point, and I couldn't get a single one.
So many. Yeah. I have it, and I still forget sometimes. It's, I think, 6 and 7, if I'm not mistaken.
All I know is it's better than Darting Blow 4. You stupid Alm. Why'd you get that? Completely useless on you.
I still think,
on Alm, maybe, yeah.
I still think Swift Sparrow 3 is better.
Sorry, go ahead.
9 and 10, what?
I still think Swift Sparrow 3 is better.
Yeah?
You're giving up allies turns, so you might. I think it's just better, like a better condition with Swift Sparrow over
I won't argue, but on the other hand,
I'll take Swift Sparrow 3 on anybody else than Tsubasa, is what I'll say.
Yeah, you basically have to be the end of your fight in order for the end of your turn has to basically be dedicated to this.
Right.
Otherwise, you can't use the unit appropriately.
Right, but you know, with Tsubasa, it doesn't matter because you have to do it anyways to use her fully effectively. So at minimum, that means 6 attack, 6 speed, which means you're really not getting anything from the Swiss Barrel.
Yep.
So, and of course, it's cheaper because it's on her already. So yeah, I would keep this on Nora, on Tsubasa, but for everybody else, probably Swiss Barrel.
Yeah.
All right, that's your banner. We have Suki coming out as the free hero. Itsuki. It's fuck. Japanese.
It's Itsuki.
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 Itsuki. Whatever.
Legion, you're Japanese. Please, you're making me look bad.
Itsuki.
Okay.
I'm just saying it in the most verbose way. Itsuki would probably be a good way of just shortening it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, at the very least, we get him for free. Thank goodness.
We don't have all of his art, but I can show you what his special art looks like, so you have an idea.
Oh, we could wait. I don't want to see that
I mean,
today.
Fair enough.
We'll do it all together anyways, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's just if you want to see something so you know what his design looks like.
Oh, I do. But okay, sure, show me then.
Here.
Anyways, guys, this comes out on the 20th, which should be the same date as the release of the game.
It's not.
Not.
Wait, when's the 20th? It's 6 days
The
from now.
20th is 6 days from now. It comes out in 3.
What the fuck? I feel like they messed up, guys. I feel kind of feel like they messed up. I feel like it should have been the same day, you know? It would just make a lot of sense, you know.
Was 3 Houses the same day? No,
No,
it was not.
They never are, realistically.
I know, but wasn't...
Gives us some time to play the game and then have them.
Can you guys believe that's Marth?
That's not Marth.
That's
Can
not.
you believe it's Crom? Can you believe it's Crom?
Yes, I can believe it's not Marth. No. I mean, it's closer than the other designs.
I know it's Crom, by the way. It's just whenever I looked at... By the way, when the game first came out and it was revealed it's Sheeta and Crom, I was just like, what the fuck? Why isn't it Marth? And then, for whatever reason, every single time I've looked at him, I instantly think Marth, and then have to correct myself. It's so weird. I'm not drunk. I have this problem. It's... You guys have you heard me like misspeak on tons of characters in the past. You know who I mean, but I just don't say it. Girls likes. I mean, have you seen those like actual Korean K-pop guys? Can't even tell if they're guys anymore.
No kidding.
All right, but yeah, comes out on 20th. And again, if you guys are interested, I'm gonna start my playthrough of this game on Friday midnight. Does it actually come out on midnight?
Probably.
When did 3 Houses come out? I heard it was midnight. If you're in Australia or something.
I have no idea.
Wait, are Australians a day in the future?
I think they are. I think they're in that time zone.
Oh my god, they're time travelers. All right, anyways, we're gonna start that when it comes. But yeah, otherwise it's a really good banner. It basically stems on if Eleonora's correct or incorrect.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say she's very much incorrect.
Because if she's incorrect, you got 2 really, really good heroes here that I can like 2 top flight offensive heroes.
Yeah.
And we can't really discount Mamori because if she just comes out like near 35 defense, 35 res, she's gonna hit 50-50.
Yeah, no, she'll just be Hector 2, I guess. Legendary Hector 2.
When it comes to these units, you kind of have to. We have to see their stats because they
hinge a lot on them.
Yeah, the prefers are good, but we have to see the stats before.
And Tsubasa's probably gonna be fine either way, but otherwise.
See, the problem with stats is now that we've gone into like what Gen 4 BSTs.
It's hard not to have at least somewhat good stats.
It's really hard for them to mess this up at this point because we already saw their HPs, and once we see the HP, that's usually good enough.
Yeah, and I mean, our free-to-play unit Itsuki has 41, just for reference.
Wait, how the hell do you know that?
Because in the trailer he's on the board, and every trailer unit is 3 HP more than they should be, so he has 41.
That's before Merges, which is actually pretty solid HP wise.
What the heck?
And then you have to consider that he is an infantry sword, so he's gonna have his BST going all over the place.
Holy crap! I just realized.
Yeah,
guys realize-
Astrum has 3 more HP, 2 more HP.
It's now between Astrum and him.
Yeah, and I think Astrum has, what now, 43? I want to say?
Oh my goodness. Is Astrum going to be given a run for his money?
44.
Because it'll be very weird if he doesn't have a
44.
legendary weapon. Do we have a competitor for Astrum?
We have to see his prefer.
He obviously has a preferred weapon. That's
Yeah, it would be too weird if he did it.
It'd be like the Mirage sword, if I had to guess.
It'd be worse than Trevant. Yeah.
No kidding. If you have his sprite show up and then he shows up with a silver sword, like, surprise!
Oh man, that'd be hilarious.
But yeah, no, he has 3 less HP than Astrum, so that's 3 more BST to put anywhere else.
Is it me? But do any of you guys care about them being Fae? Yeah, splendidly. I just showed off my copy of the game, unsealed still sealed copy of the collector's edition, and I have it pre-ordered on the Switch as well. So no, I'm happy. It's a crossover. It's huge.
I honestly was not too huge on the designs when I saw TMS.
Oh, I'm still not huge on designs. God damn. And then they censored it, so I couldn't even get the boobs. I was really disappointed.
But at this point, I'm actually fine. I actually really like this. It's a real nice spin, especially for the fact that this is a paralogue, just kind of interspliced between book, story, and seasonals. So I think this is a really nice diversion, so to say.
They should put this in the actual story. I would have loved to hear the explanation. It's like, hi, I just want to sing. And we're like, we gotta kill you.
I guess that's why it's a dream now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're from a place called Japan. It's not quite like Koshido, but it's the same place, really.
Man. It's still so weird. Guys, again, these are normal heroes. They're not special heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna be in the banner, like in banners.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They could be on regular banners. You might just get pity broken by one of these. Oh, hey, look, I got pity broken by Drog and this cute little girl that's sitting in front of him.
Yeah.
Fighter-wise, they aren't bad. I think fighter-wise, they're not bad, like, at all.
Oh, no, these are all really good fodder, except maybe Mamori.
Yeah, Mamori's kind of but it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, I think that really good fodder here, potentially really solid units, if not outright meta breaking, or at least meta shifting, in their own way. But we might have ourselves one of the best free-to-play options. Depending on what his perf does, its scheme might just be my #1 grail option for anybody.
I think I'm gonna make him a Grail project. Even though I already have like 3 infantry swords fully built, but oh boy.
Yeah, that's the only issue, is that he's an infantry sword. But, I mean, he'll probably be really unique in that regard. Not to mention, at the very least, you have a persona now. You have a JoJo stand.
But yeah, anyways, that's the banner. Wait a second.
What?
What?
It's 6 days ahead? Why the hell would the trailer be out now?
That's what I was saying. I was gonna just kind of sit back home, relax after work,
I think
go to sleep tomorrow maybe, but what?
I think it's because people are not gonna take this well.
It also might be because they wanted to get out the trailer before the game came out, so I guess they basically the game's release date, which is weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense that you would release the trailer so that people can hype it up and then buy the game. Whatever.
Okay, this makes no sense to me. But yeah, guys, well, the game will come out. How long are we gonna wait for stats?
I don't know.
They
It's gonna be so much suspense.
We're gonna wait like days for this.